Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another fantastic episode of Let's Play. Let's go, Pokemon Eevee. This week, I'm sure you've noticed, as it is Thursday, this week the schedule has switched up a little bit. So normally this comes out on Tuesday and Thursday, and Super Mario 64 comes out on Monday and Friday. This week we're going with a different approach, so this is going to come out on Thursday, Mario on Friday, then we'll get an episode of this on Saturday, and an episode of Mario on Sunday, and then we should be back to the normal schedule of next week. I got called away this weekend and was out of town for the majority of it, so that is why the schedule has changed a little bit. Just want to air that out there, being as it's the first video coming out as I'm getting back into actually doing the voice recordings and things like that. But on today's episode, we will be taking on the Team Rocket hideout. We discovered it at the end of last episode, and today we're going to take it over. We're going to take it over underneath the game corner. It is time that we finally put Team Rocket in their place. We got to do it. And the puppy is showing her belly, so of course she agrees. She says Team Rocket must go down. Here is my belly. What do you think about that, Team Rocket? But yes, I think I've said it before, but in this episode it's largely going to be a Spoons episode, because Spoons is just, Team Rocket in general uses a lot of poison types, and Spoons is going to dominate the poison typing. Like, it's just going to blow it out of this world. Like Psybeam, I'm sure this is a one-hit on Coughing here. It wasn't a one-hit on the Golbat, because the Golbat is a second evolution, but Psybeam also isn't the strongest move that Spoons will learn. It's going to learn Psychic eventually, which is phenomenal. But here I think we're sending in Ratman, maybe. I think we end up going with Taiga. I was going to say, I don't really see like a purpose to send in Ratman. Taiga, I've really, over the past couple of episodes, have been trying to get him a lot of EXP. Him and Chomper have been like the big two. You know, for whatever reason, it seems like Taiga is like a really slow level up, and I know we don't get Flamethrower until much later in the game, which is kind of a shame. But I get it, I guess, in a way. But on the other side of things, yeah, like as long as we keep Taiga up in like that level where it's good against Pokemon, we shouldn't have any problems. And I could have really gotten out of this because we got a Charmander a while back. I could have had probably a Charmeleon at this point who had some pretty strong moves, and then a Charizard eventually. But I mean, at the end of the day, we can use Flamethrower once we get it as many times as we want. It really doesn't hurt to use it on Taiga. And I've never had an Arcanine on the team before. I mean, you know, of course I've caught Growlithe and given it a Firestone and whatever. I think I've done that in both Arceus and what was the last one? Yeah, Pokemon Scarlet. So I think I did it in both of those Let's Plays, but like I never incorporated it on the team because usually my starter is a fire type. So this is like one of those rare examples where like we'll actually be able to incorporate a non-fire type starter onto the team, because that's typically the route I go. There we go, we defeated that grunt. There's a Pokeball under this table. I'm going to be try to be pretty thorough with my walkthrough here of everything that this floor has to offer, everything that is available in this underground area. But at the same point in time, like, I am going to cut out like when I have to do research and figure things out. And this is actually a neat one. So this is a beautiful spy, and she actually she gives us like a Team Rocket wardrobe there. I might check to see if there's anything we can give to Gun Show. But outside of that, I mean, Gun Show's got the fancy cap. I'm pretty happy with how I look. I wish I didn't have to wear a hat. Wearing a hat's kind of like a bummer, but it seems like every Pokemon game I get into, they demand that I wear a hat, so a hat it is. Which is funny, like I don't want to wear a hat in this game, but I mean, if you ever met me in real life, I wear a hat like 90% of the time, so that is pretty funny. Let's go. A Shadow Ball is probably going to be our most effective move against Hypno. So this is really the battle of the psychic types. And I'm entering in this with damage. But unfortunately, he doesn't have the advantage of knowing ghost type moves. Which is why I love Spoons, and it puts Spoons at a huge advantage moving forward. Number 1, Spoons outspeeds. Number 2, it has the ability to learn some ghost type moves. I don't know if Hypno has the ability to learn those ghost type moves, but I don't think any of the trainers in the game are going to have it. So that is a pretty solid advantage for Spoons moving forward. And here is some of the chaos that is Gen 1. So we have some of these nice little platforms. You know, like I feel like in the later games, they really drive these platforms home. Like, they really get a lot better with, like, the puzzles and things like that. This is really, like, the puzzles in their most primitive state when it comes to Pokemon stuff. So, to me, I find that very interesting. Some people may think these are a little lackluster, but for me, these are, like, these are the things that I remember from these generations. It's just, like, it didn't need to be over-the-top puzzly. You know, it got the point across. It was good enough. There's really no reason to do much more than what it's doing, in my opinion. I think it does it great, and I have a lot of fun with it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. And I do think, yeah, in one of these, it's not this one, but it's probably the next Team Rocket hideout, there is a Lapras available, which I always think about utilizing. I don't think we'll be using it in this Let's Play. I want to put that at the foreground here. I have used Lapras in the past. Lapras is a solid Pokemon, but I know everybody out there is probably waiting for what water type we're going to use, and I just wanted to spew any myths that it might be Lapras, because I can almost assure you it is not. The water type I want to use is one that I've actually never used before on any of the teams, so that should be pretty exciting stuff. And I do think we missed one Pokeball. Yeah, it's right there to the left. But I don't know what's in there, and I'm hoping it's not a big deal. And I'm just going to go with that, because like I said, when I was recording this, my hope was to get this done and voice it all on Monday night. And it is Tuesday, and I'm now doing the voiceover, so that should show you, yeah, that was not a solid plan from Average Joe. You know, sometimes the episodes are quicker and I'm able to get things done quick, but I feel like in this instance we really needed to spend our time and go through like a lot of this area versus skipping over anything, because like as much as this is like, it is plot relevant, but it's also like really light in some regards, it's also important to like cover what's going on down here. If that makes any sort of sense. I mean, at this point I could be rambling for all I know. I really have no idea. He uses Sonic Boom. I think I'm going to go with Dig. I'm going to move second. So, oh, Swift, hopefully that doesn't do too much. Okay, not too much. Because I think he may be able to tank a Dig. Like I said, Chomper here isn't evolved. Once he does evolve, he's going to be a menace to go up against. But, okay, yeah, that was in one hit. That's good. Yeah, once Chomper evolves, man, he's going to be a monster in this game. Once again, yeah, Rhyhorn and Rhydon. I used Rhydon a little bit in Legends Arceus, but he didn't make it to the end. So that's really like a lot of these Pokemon, with the exception of course, Spoons. It's like my first time really doing a Let's Play with them. Like a lot of them, you know, I utilized, but like I didn't really use them throughout the whole game, and that's... Excuse me, Jesus. And that's why I got rid of Nidoking so quick, is because I've used Nidoking countless times, and it was like, okay, I don't want to do that again. Like, a lot of this team is... This is my first run through with them, so... Always excited to see some of that. Of course, in this episode, like I said, Spoons is the main guy. And I have used Spoons a number of times, so nothing too exciting here. But yeah, the Rhyhorn stuff is going to be pretty exciting. we'll see if Ratman sticks on the team. If he does, I really want to rename him sometime soon. I really don't like the name Ratman. I was using Pikachu as a filler, but he's kind of earned his spot, if I'm going to be brutally honest. Raichu is a pretty solid Pokemon, and yeah, I mean, he's quick, he's effective, he's an electric typing, so he's good against the water typing. I'm trying to think of where he would really lack then, because I know who I was going to replace him with, but I don't think his replacement really makes that much of a difference. Maybe it does, maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, we'll be if you like Raichu on the team, drop that down in the comments below, and if you have a proposed name for him, drop that down there as well, because I really have no idea. Okay, so yeah, we need a key for this, but I really have no idea what I want to name Raichu if it's going to stick on the team, like, permanently. I don't think Ratman is a solid enough name. I think it needs something a little more punny. Like S Little would be pretty good for Stuart Little, but I think I've used that before on a Let's Play, so I don't want to use that again. I'm trying to think of other rat-related names, like Ratatouille or something like that. I don't know. You know, like I said, if you have any ideas and you really like the Raichu, I guess Pikachu Raichu line, drop that in the comments below and let me know what you think it should be named. If you think there's a better replacement or something that's going to make my life a whole lot more difficult, drop that Pokemon down below too. As long as it's in the electric or grass typing, I'll consider it. That's the best I could say. I really don't want like Oddish or anything like that. Like, it needs to be a Pokemon of equal value to Raichu, is what I'm going to say. I think Executor would be a pretty good replacement, but I've used Executor on a Nuzlocke before, and it really did me some favors. So, as much as I want to use him again, I kind of don't. But I kind of don't know of a better replacement for Raichu. So I kind of feel stuck. And Dark Pulse, nobody on the team can learn. It's a dark type move, not a ghost type move. But fine enough, I wanted to check. It has some pretty good power behind it, so always good to double check. And what do we got up here? We got a revive. Okay. Not even close to needing that yet, folks, but I'm sure maybe we'll use one before the end of this episode. And another maze. I remember as a kid getting so confused with these mazes, but as an adult, like, they are not... Like I said, they are primitive, but they're primitive in a good way. Like, in a way that, like, I can just, off the cuff, sort of figure them out looking at things. And even in its Game Boy glory days, I think you could tell the difference. Like, there was directional arrows. They weren't as apparent as they are now, but they were pretty dang solid. Like, you had a pretty good idea of what it was trying to tell you to do. Like, what direction it was going in. Let's grab this. And I'm being a little bit, like, hesitant walking across the platforms. We'll probably give that rare candy to, that rare candy right there. I'll probably end up giving that to, Arcanine. Good old flame puppy. I forget what we named him now. You see, I don't see him in, like, a minute, and I immediately forget. What's Taiga. That's what we named him. Of course, we named him Taiga. After the best rapper. I remember, yeah, Doduo being 2 Chainz throughout the Nuzlocke. Man, Doduo was a champion in that game. If we needed a flying type, oh man, in this game, I think it would come between Dodrio and Dragonite. If I'm gonna be brutally honest, that could be a good replacement for Ratman too. Dragonite I will accept just because it's such a powerhouse. I don't want to use it because I've used it so many times, but if that's what the fans want, who am I to judge, is all I'm going to say on that matter. But there we go, Rattata's out of the competition. And it's going to send out Voltorb. Okay, let's switch. And let's get Chomper out there again, I think. Chomper has the clear advantage here. I think he could tank one hit. And he's likely going to need to because he's pretty slow. He's a big slow guy. But that's what he's meant to be, right? He's just like a little tank. I do think like the downside is he evolves super late in the game, if I recall correctly. Like somewhere in the 40s. Which is a pretty big deal. Because that means we'll just be like hanging on to him for a while. And you know what? Like, in this video, because all that stuff isn't critical, I'm actually going to search it up. I think we searched it up before. What level does Rhyhorn evolve? 42. Dear God. So yeah, we got a while with Rhyhorn. Evolve in... I'll search up in Let's Go Eevee. Just to be sure, yeah, 42. 42 is the level. So that is going to be quite a bit with Chomper in his primitive state. But like I said, once he does evolve, he becomes like a devastating foe to deal with. And here, this area is actually like super cool. I don't want to like undermine this area. The dog is kicking me in the back. Hello, friend. So this guy has the lift key. All we have to do to beat him, or all we have to do to get it is beat him. He's going to send out a Grimer. Now, I think Grimer is a soul poison type Pokemon, so this is going to be no problem for Spoons, if I'm guessing. I think one Psybeam is going to knock this Pokemon out of this world relatively quickly. Let's see if that's the case. Yes, it is. Okay. As I thought. But then we're going to get a cool little piece of just something that's unique to this game. Gunshow's trying to learn Helping Hand. You don't want that, Gunshow. You don't want it. You don't want it, Gunshow. I honestly don't know what moves we're going to teach Gunshow. But he's like, I guess I'll use my own kind of struggle. Ha ha ha. And he goes and he throws the lift key up on top of here. It's like, I hope my boss doesn't hear about this. And there it is. It's up there. We can see Jesse and James off in the corner with a little Meowth. He's like, haha, pew, without the key, there's no way you'll make it. He's like, go ahead, try. So I wander here. It's high up. I can't reach it. Eevee's like, ooh, maybe Gunshow could reach it if there was some way to climb up there. So I'm going to adventure around here. There should be a cut here in a moment because I keep thinking these boxes look like a reasonable way to get up there, right? That makes sense. Yeah. I'm just clicking A, running around, because it's like, well, I can't really make sense of this. What am I supposed to do? The boxes look like a surefire way to get up. Like Eevee could just run up the side of the boxes. But I don't even get a hint as to what to do. So I think here in a second there is going to be a cut, because I do search up how to beat this. And once you see it, it's actually incredibly stupid, in my opinion. But the whole sequence after you figure out how to do it is pretty fun. So a trade-off, I guess, but it is what it is. So you have to go over to this vent, and then it gives you the option. It's like, maybe if you could use something to get up there. Look around, see if there's something you could climb up on. Once again, the boxes look pretty solid. It doesn't look like we need a vent if we use the boxes, but you can move the chair over if you go and select it, and then Eevee will go up in here. So let's go, Eevee. Woo! That's the name of the game, folks. That's the name of the game. He said it. He said it. Oh, my God. Okay. But now Eevee's in the vent. And we get to control Eevee. So this is a first. So I think about pressing A there, but it seems like it would just want me to go straight. But that's not the case, I guess. If I press A here, I hear this guy. He's talking about the Cubone. They're going to sell the skull on its head. Oh my goodness. What a problem. We don't want that. So let's go here. Let's press A. See if we could climb out of the vent at all. Once again, we didn't need to do this, Eevee. There's a fence there, but you could easily jump it with those boxes. I think Eevee wouldn't have had a problem. So let's go over this way. I think if we press A here, I'll go over and I'll help it like glide across this little thing, I guess. I don't know. It's odd that it makes me like press things in certain places. It's really bizarre. But then if we go this way, yeah, we could just get this. And Jesse and James, I'm pretty sure, noticed that we got the lift key, but they don't know what it is. They just think it's Meowth. And then Eevee jumps down to me. Hello, Eevee. We got the lift key from doing all that nonsense. Yeah, I mean, that's really cool. I don't know why the game forces me to press A at certain points in time. Like, it's really bizarre where it makes me do it. I get the grates, don't get me wrong, but like moving the chair after only selecting the grate and then having to press A when we move across the little rafter, like, it's just kind of bizarre to me. But I did do another cut there, so I cut right up until we go in the elevator, we press, I think it's like the 4th high or something like that. It's like the 3rd option on the elevator. There's only like the main floor, the floor that is like the 1st floor, and then this one. So here we are. We're going to battle Jesse and James. Let's go. The team of devastation. Wheezing and Abrook. And Abrook, as much as I've said this before, is Cobra backwards, for those that are interested in a little bit of knowledge there. A little bit of tutelage from Average Joe to you fine folks. I should have used a dig here if I was smart, but I have the IQ of a peanut, so I do not use it. Instead, I use Headbutt. We could have really avoided taking damage here, which would have been very nice. But he causes paralysis there with Glare. I'm pretty sure Wheezing is going to try and poison us terribly. And it succeeds, I'm pretty sure. Taiga, no, how could you get poisoned? Taiga, no. Okay, so I think what we should do here is a Psybeam towards a Brook and a Headbutt towards Wheezing. I think that's the right move. Headbutt's definitely going to hit. Yep, that didn't do as much as I wanted to. Poison Jab. Okay, pretty strong against Taiga, I'm not going to lie. Ooh, and Sludge is going to do some pretty good damage too. Let's use Psybeam. Does that kill a Brook? It does, okay. So hopefully Spoons hits first here. He's not going to because he has paralysis though. And I'm going to get hit with poison. No, Taiga, don't faint. Okay, Taiga hung on. Taiga is showing everybody who's boss. I like that Taiga's such like a resistant Pokemon, but it does not have the moves to back it at this point in time. Like, it's just not doing hot. But hopefully Spoons could hit first here. I'm going to go for Bite. Okay, that almost... Oh, it flinched and it couldn't move. So that Psybeam is going to do it. Taiga's not going to take any damage. So there we go. We're going to be all healed up. Well, after we use items, but we're in pretty good shape. We don't need to use any revives. Birdman wants to learn agility. Hell no, Birdman. Come on, man. What are you doing? Trying to learn some stat boosting moves? What are you doing? What's Birdman doing? The dog agrees. She agrees. What is Birdman doing? So what is Birdman doing? I agree. I agree, my puppy friend. So now let's heal up. We'll get ready. We'll take on the big bad. Let's use our antidote. We only have one, so we have to be careful here. I do think we have some full heals. Yeah, we have 2. So if things get bad, we still have a way out. Not ideal, but we may need it. Let's use 2 super potions on Taiga. We probably won't need that, but you never know. Things could get real terrible in a hurry. I've learned that from doing the Nuzlocke. Lost a lot of teammates being cocky and doing some stupid stuff, so just looking to avoid that in the future. And there's little Cubone. Here's Archer. He's like the head grunt. Was that his name, Archer? Yeah, it's Archer. Okay. He doesn't go easy on children. Whoa! Whoa, man. You gotta watch with that sort of language nowadays. Jesus. Adamant Archer doesn't go easy on children. Write that down, FBI. See what you gotta say about that one. Let's go with our old Psybeam. I'm not sure if this will be a one-hit or not, but regardless. Oh, Dark Pulse. It's probably going to do a good chunk. Yeah, that's what I thought. Not good. It's Let's go with Psybeam again. I don't want to lose Spoons here. Now, we do have some revives, so if we lose Spoons, it's not the end of the world, but I'd like to avoid that happening if possible. And Spoons leveled up. Good job, Spoons, level 31. Like I said, this is a pretty heavy Spoons episode, so Golbat. Okay, I think our best move here is to keep battling. He's probably not going to one-hit, but Chomper can use a Rock Throw. And I think Chomper needs the EXP more than Spoons does at this point, so I'm not really defeated about that. Like, that's okay. Yep, that's a super effective move. We'll have to use a revive. My main fear here is we won't get to heal between this Grunt and the leader, which would be pretty devastating. But we'll see how it goes. Let's try for Rock Throw. We might need 2 hits. Let's see if we can get that. What does Air Slash do? Not that much. Rock Throw, is that going to be a one-hitter? It is. Okay, perfect. So let's see if we have the ability to heal here. If we do, I think we have nothing to worry about. You know, maybe it'll be like a one-for-one trade-off. Now, I don't know how many Pokemon he has, but maybe for each one we battle, we lose one, but I don't think it'll be that bad. Let's see where it goes. And we do have the ability to heal, which is big. Because I do think having Spoons alive and well is going to make a big difference in this battle. I mean, Spoons, is he the highest level Pokemon on the team? Yeah, he's tied with Ratman, or Birdman and Gunshow, and Birdman's only there because he's been hanging on since the beginning of the game. Like, that's it. That's the only reason he's as high level as he is. So here we are. Giovanni, the leader of the criminal enterprise, and Cubone is upset by this. It's like, Mama, he just wants a little mama. He just wants his mom. What is he doing? How did he get tied up in this mess? How could this happen? But here we go. We're challenged by Giovanni. And he starts with a Persian. That's bad news. Okay, a really quick normal type Pokemon that's going to be able to handle Spoons, no problem. This sucks. Because at this point, I mean, I gotta use Psybeam. It's gonna use Fake Out. That's gonna do big damage. It'll cause me to flinch and I can't move. And Slash is gonna do big damage. Yep. This is not good, folks. This is a terrible start. And I'm not gonna be able to do much. This is gonna be pretty bad. I'm gonna keep Spoons alive in case I need him. But I'm gonna put Ratman out there. Let's go Ratman. Slash probably gonna do a good bit. Yeah. Damn, and it might hit first too, which is the part that sucks. Yep. Oh my god, I don't really have anything that could outspeed it. Like, Persian is a quick Pokemon and it's pretty hard hitting. Birdman should be able to outspeed. Let's send Birdman. We haven't seen Birdman all episode, baby. Go get it, Birdman. If Birdman can handle this, Birdman's on the team permanently. No questions asked. If it can handle this, it's got it. I may regret saying that later. I probably should have used the Sand Attack right there, just to lower some accuracy, to really give Birdman a good chance. But I think the right thing to do here is to Quick Attack. And at least secure some hit points, because it looks like Birdman's not going to be able to pull it off. Oh man, Birdman toughed it out so I wouldn't feel sad. Birdman. Oh, Birdman looks like he might cry. Birdman, no. Don't cry, Birdman. Man, Birdman. Now I feel really bad. I genuinely feel bad for poor old Birdman. He's been on the team since day one. We might... Oh, man. I want to say we might have to keep him there, but I know it's not an option. I'm sorry, Birdman. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Birdman. Let's use Bite. That should knock out the Persian. And hopefully he's got a poison type here. He usually does, like a poison ground type, like a Nidoking or Nidoqueen. Taiga leveled up, though. Good job, Taiga. So what do you got? Oh, a Rhyhorn. That sucks, actually. That's really bad. I'm not gonna lie, that's terrible for us. Because Taiga is not going to be able to tank anything from Rhyhorn. If it moves quick enough, it might be able to get a dig in. But because that's not my special typing, it's really not going to help us. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It definitely motivates myself to make videos just like this in the future. As I said at the beginning of this episode, I apologize for like the switch up in schedule this week. I expect all 4 episodes to come out within this week span, but they are, you know, sort of on a delay there. We sort of missed a Monday, Tuesday episode, and we're catching up here late in the week. Just a little bit of a setback, but I think we should be good. Rhyhorn here is going to be quicker than his Rhyhorn, so this should be a pretty quick finish. But if you like this episode, like I said, yeah, this typically comes out on Tuesday, Thursday. This week it's going to be coming out on Thursday and Saturday. So there's something to look forward to. And if you want to watch me play through Mario 64, that will be coming out typically on Monday and Friday. But this week it will be on Friday and Sunday. So some cool stuff for you to check out there, depending on what you like to see. And yeah, like I said, if you like this video or anything on this channel, hey, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. You know, greatly appreciated. Hope you all are having a snazzy week. I obviously am not having a snazzy week, as his Rhyhorn and Persian just killed all of my team members except for Spoons and Ratman. But yeah, besides that, it's been pretty great. Like I said, just this weekend, I got called out of town and wasn't expecting to get called out of town, so I had all my videos queued up to be worked on like a Sunday, and then did not have more than 30 minutes to film or do anything, so kind of being thrown together. But like I said, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we will see y'all here on the next one. And we get the Sylph Scope for completing that challenge, which means we'll be heading over back into Lavender Town once more in the next episode, and maybe even taking on a gym, depending on how much time I have to film. But until next time, everybody take it easy. Hope you all having a snazzy week, and we'll see y'all here on the next episode.